Guys, I'm IzDaisho here playing some Magic. Today I'm going to be rolling with Enchanter's Arsenal, and I would show you a video of how I built this deck, but I don't think it's worth anyone's time because I honestly don't know how this deck should be run. So anyway, I mean, this hand's okay. I've got an Argothian Enchantress, so whenever I cast an enchantment I get to draw a card. It's got Shroud, it's a 2-mana 0/1, and I also have an Eternal Witness, which could be pretty good. And then I have a Lucent Illumined, which is an enchantment creature from Future Sight. Which, for those of you who haven't heard of Future Sight is a set that they did a little while ago. I don't really know, it could be like 10 years or 8 years. I think it was probably 2005-ish. I really don't know. But anyway, it was a set that they made, and a lot of the cards, or all the cards in it, follow this theme that they were not like in the right set, so they should have been in a set printed sometime in the future. And anyway, that's where we are with this card. It's not really a normal card, not one that you would expect to see, but it is certainly an interesting card because enchantment creatures aren't something that we've seen until Theros, and even in Theros there aren't regular enchantment creatures, they're all bestow. So anyway, my opponent's going to go ahead and drop an Aven Squire, so it looks like he's playing the Bant deck. Maybe not blue, but he's definitely rolling with some enchantment themes. I just lied, he's rolling with some exalted themes. But yeah, I'm going to go with a Face Fetters on his flyer, I think. Depending on what I draw. Gain 4 life and draw a card off that thing. Seems like the play. If I can draw a land, that'll be pretty nice. Although, it looks like my opponent is playing green-white, so this 5/5 is not going to be as big of a deal. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to gain some life. He's still going to be able to attack me for 3, but even without protection from all of his colors, Oversoul of Dusk will still be okay. Anyway, I also drew Celestial Ancient. Whenever you cast an enchantment, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. So it's like a pretty decent finisher in this kind of deck. So my opponent's definitely got some Exalted out there, and that's pretty scary. This thing won't be able to actually block this. It'll get 3 triggers, and then yeah, that's not great. That is definitely not great. Alright, you hit me for 4, and this thing's got trample? Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. Ooh, that was a good draw. We're going to go ahead and drop a Pacifism on this thing. I should not have played the Plains pre-combat. That was a bad move. Or the Forest, because now, I mean, I don't have anything else to play, but I could have. I'm going to save this Eternal Witness. It's not going to get any value right now, and I don't know. I mean, I guess I could just like chump block, and then, I don't know. But this is working fine. Wow. This is quite the Exalted deck, but I think that we're maybe going to be okay. I don't know. Maybe not. He's going to be able to hit me for 5 here, down to 10. But if he doesn't have another Exalted creature, which he probably will, then this Oversoul of Dusk might do some work. I can also just chump block at some point, so we're okay. We might survive. We'll survive a little while. Okay, so got a couple of options here. I could just play the Lucent Illumined. Could play this thing. Illumined might not be a bad choice. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, here's the reason why I'm playing it, because it's gonna be able. Ooh, Spirit Loop. That's a great one for me to draw here. So it's going to be able to chump block for me. Then next turn, and I get to draw a card. The next turn I get to play Eternal Witness, chump block with that, and get this thing back. And you know, I'm going to be able to basically just keep chump blocking. And that deck doesn't really have removal, especially if he's not playing the blue. So I am going to chump here, I think, with this Lumined, because I guess I could just play. Let's see, I've got access to 6 mana, so yeah, I could actually play a 5-drop. And a Spirit Loop next turn. So, you know what, I'm going to actually take 5 more damage here. And hope that I don't pay the price for that. But yeah, we're going to... What is this? Whenever an opponent casts a creature. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Celestial Ancient. And then a Spirit Loop on Lumined. So Spirit Loop is gonna, I'll show you the card in a second, just so that you guys can kind of get a picture of what's going on here and what kind of shenaniganry I'm pulling. But Spirit Loop, I'm not gonna, because I actually want to chump block with this thing. Spirit Loop is enchant creature you control. Whenever it deals damage, you gain that much life. When it's put into the graveyard from the battlefield, return to its owner's hand. Alright, there's a Sublime Archangel. Interesting, interesting. I mean, I'm just going to chump block anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I've got an Eternal Witness, so I can play the Luminate again next turn, so that's pretty sweet. He's going to get a lot of counters here, and it's going to take a long time. But, I mean, I've got myself a nice little loop going where I actually should be okay for a little while, at least in terms of being able to chump block a couple more times. I mean, I should get some sort of like a Journey to Nowhere. Can this get any enchantment? Yeah, so I can get a Journey to Nowhere for this Sublime Archangel here, which should be nice. But yeah, I mean, the Spirit Loop's going to just jump right back to my hand, which is cool. Journey to Nowhere is important to cast. It's important that I don't cast another one just because it will actually... Hold on 1 second. Sure. It'll actually allow me to get that off the table so he doesn't get the craziness. But yeah, let's go ahead and search for a Journey to Nowhere, and then I can play a Spirit Loop on something. I'm just going to make sure that there's nothing else here that I would rather have. Nope, it's going to be Journey. Confirm that. Okay. Journey to Nowhere. Ooh, another Journey. That's really good for me. Yeah, see you later. And then I can also Journey the Dauntless Escort if I want. Yeah, why not? And this is definitely working out for me here. And I get to make my land drop, so I don't think I'm gonna attack here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can hit me for 5, so I can actually start attacking. Gasali Ambusher. Sure. I guess he just gets to play that. He's not gonna block or anything. Okay, go ahead. So I guess he can hit me for 1 more damage now, down to 3. Still not really that big of a deal. I mean, I have Spirit Loop, so you can start gaining some life. This thing has Shroud, so it'll be able to block for sure. I need to play next turn smart, though, because I have to worry about which order I play my, my auras in. I guess, like, I'm dead to that pump spell. Huh. Is it worth losing to a pump spell here? I guess so. Let's see, do I really need this thing? Probably not. So what's going to be my next turn? I've got 7, 8 lands. So my next turn, I'm going to play Eternal Witness and Lucent Luminid. No, probably just Eternal Witness. Yeah. I don't need this thing anymore. It's not worth losing to a pump spell. He has a spell in his deck that gives his creature +3/+1. So it's just not worth straight up losing the game because of it. Alright. Evolving Wild, sure. But yeah, so first I'm going to play Eternal Witness. Going to get... I guess I could get Idyllic Tutor back, but I think I'm just going to get this Lucent Luminid. Maybe I should get Idyllic Tutor. Nah. Get the Luminid back. I don't think I'm going to play it this turn, but it's nice to have another flyer. Then I'm going to play the Yavimaya Enchantress. And finally I'm going to play a Spirit Loop on this thing, and I may as well just go fetch a land right now. Get a plane since I have a couple of double white spells in hand. As well as a Spirit Loop, which could come back to my hand. So yeah, this is going to allow me to just gain 7 life here. And I also have an 8/8 now, so he can't even really attack. And I'm going to be pushed out of range. So this is looking pretty good. I guess I probably should have gotten Idyllic Tutor. In fact, Eternal Witness, get Idyllic Tutor back, cast Idyllic Tutor, Ethereal Armor. I've got 1, 2, 3. No, okay. 4. I wouldn't have killed him. Okay, that's fine. Wait, how is this thing so big? I have 1, 2, 3 enchantments out. What is it originally? It's got 1 counter on it. Is this an enchantment too? No. Anyway, before combat, I may as well cast my enchantments. Because, I mean, I don't know what he has. I mean, he has this ambusher, so I want to gain as much life as possible. And I'm not going to be able to kill him right here. I guess I should have played the Luminid first. That was a mistake. Oh, no, it's when you cast. Still a mistake. But yeah, I may as well attack with the 12-12 too. I'll leave the 5-4 back. Probably should have attacked with the 5-4 as well, now that I think about it. No real advantage in holding it back. But, I mean, basically you guys got to see what I did. I just started drawing a bunch of cards until, like, I could slow down his aggression, and, like, I had so much card advantage that there was really nothing that he could do to come back from that one. Face reward. Interesting. But I am going to gain some life, and he's pretty much out of range. I guess he could draw a Martial Coup. But even then, I mean, I get my Spirit Loop back. I still have this Oversoul of Dusk, but I'm not going to commit any more things to the board. Resto, Angel, sure. I mean, he's going to be able to survive a couple more turns, and he's going to be able to flicker this thing to get the pacifism off. That's fine, but... I mean, I'm so far ahead, it'll be really hard for me to lose this one. And now I have a 4-4 Golem with protection from white. Because it doesn't have protection from green, but still pretty good. Right, Evolving Wilds is not the most ideal draw here, but still okay. Alright. I think that's the correct attack. I could bring the Eternal Witness too, but it'll just get like... Yeah, I don't know, maybe. That amount of damage isn't too relevant, I guess. It's also pretty arguable that I should have brought the Luminate. No, he just jump blocks it. Yeah, no, this is fine. I don't think I've ever seen anyone play Face Reward in that deck. It just doesn't really make any sense to have that card in the deck, so that's the main reason. But yeah, almost all of his cards are white. This is the only thing, the Rock's Charger. It's the only thing on his side of the board that actually isn't white, so. Gain some more life, play a land out. I'm just going to go fetch right now, so I don't forget. And again, I'm just leaving this Oversoul of Dusk in hand in case he has a Martial Coup. A 5-5 with lifelink will do a pretty good job. Oh, there's Devout Invocation. I have more creatures than him, and he's at 3 though. So, well played. Also, I have a protection from white guy. And for some reason, I'm going to be playing this card, which is probably just a mean thing to do because the game is actually just over. But yeah, this was a pretty cool game, I think. Attack with all. Oh god, I'm just gonna get synced. Yep. Come on, game. Figure your shit out before... Okay, he's just quitting. I guess that's why it takes so long for them to figure their shit out. Jesus. It trades value. You just take far more than lethal. But anyway, that was a pretty cool game. I think that'll actually like be enough for one video since it was long and drawn out. I don't know. Good game. Thanks for playing, guy. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.